Okay, so I've seen other Muslim women do this, so I want to do my take on my rules for my future husband. Number one thing is deen. You have to khaf min Allah because, we shouldn't be even talking if you don't. You can't love me unless you love Allah. Career and wealth. This is something my mother and father do not agree with me on. As long as you're driven to be successful and driven to make money, we can get rich together. You know what I mean? That's all that matters. But if you're lazy and unmotivated, back up. I don't want you. Lifestyle, whatever you did in your past is for Allah to judge. Best, no clubbing, no smoking, no drinking when you're trying to marry me and when we are married, because inshallah you're trying to set an example for your children, and if you're doing that, there's no reason for them not to just say, I'm gonna do that. Other women held to the nah. I get it, you're gonna encounter women in real life, in your job, whatever. Be cordial with them. That's fine. There's no such thing as a girl best friend to me. Don't be hanging out with women one-on-one. Don't be lying to me about seeing women. You know what I mean? That's a big no. Obviously, your immediate family, your mother, your sister, your grandma, whatever, that's fine. Personality, just be kind and caring. That's all I can ask for. If I see you're like that with other people, oh my god, that's the most attractive thing. That's all I want. Height, I don't really care about this. As long as you're taller than me. I'm 5'2", so it's not that hard. So, whatever. Bills and money, this is something for us to discuss when we're married. But, I don't mind paying. Obviously, you probably hope you wouldn't mind paying. So, it's... Honestly, I don't know. We'll see. Kids, 4 to 5. I want a big family. No other options. Cleaning and cooking. I think in variation we both should do it. Unless you can't cook, then I guess we'll do takeout and I'll cook because I like cooking. This cleaning, this is a partnership, so you're good at clean and I'm good at clean. That's how it's gonna work here. Mehed, I noticed that a lot of people either ask for too much or too little, but that's their right. But I say 10K in gold and a kitten, but you can talk to my baba about that. And then family, just be family oriented. All I want is for my kids to have a loving father, and for you to care about us. Yeah, that's all.
These are my rules for my future husband. Number 1 is deen. If your deen is not intact, your faith is not strong, we cannot be together, because how are you not going to be loyal to God but be loyal to me? Next is mahar. I will base that solely off of your financial situation, and also based on my needs. If those can meet, then that means you're ready for marriage anyways. Children, I want 3. I'm not trying to drive a minivan, but if you need more than that, that's a negotiation we could talk about later. Cooking and cleaning, I don't know if you wanted a maid out of this, but that's not me. So we'll figure that out together. We work together. We are equals. Money and bills. Your money is our money. My money is my money. So I guess we got that figured out. But if you need help, I'm more than happy. Friends, we can have friends of the opposite gender as long as I am friends with the girl and you are friends with the guys who I know. And if they're couples, I love that. We'll have fun. Anyways, yeah.
Seen a lot of people do this, so I thought I'd join in. Rules for my husband. If you don't agree, you don't agree. You don't have to start an argument in my comment section. Okay, career-wise, I really don't mind if my husband has a career or not. As long as he's happy with what he's doing and he's stable and he'll be able to provide for me. That's the main thing. With kids, maximum I'd want 3, but whatever God wills. Cooking, I don't mind cooking, but as long as you help here and there. Cleaning, 50-50. Clean after yourself. It's not that hard. Bills, I would prefer my husband to pay the bills, but if I'm working and he's struggling, obviously I'll help. Mahar, whatever you can afford. It's based on what he can afford. Friends, I wouldn't want my husband to have friends that are girls because that's just weird.
Okay, so these are the rules for my husband. Equal cooking to cleaning ratio. So I cook, you clean. My maher, my dowry is anywhere from $500 to $100,000, really whatever the guy can afford. Privacy comes with communication. So if you want privacy, that's fine. But you must communicate with me. Like, that should be the key of our relationship. You must respect any person you encounter, whether they believe the same as you. Don't be disrespectful to people. It's weird. Don't backbite people. I try not to backbite, and I don't really want someone that's negative and talks about people all the time. You must eat zibi halal, so you must eat halal food only. You need to follow sunnah and encourage me to do the same, and you must pray with me. And I'm obviously not the perfect Muslim, but inshallah, when I'm ready to get married, I will be, or not perfect, but really good and righteous. So those are my rules.
Hey queenies and queenettes, so I've seen the guys do this trend, and as usual, anything a guy does pisses me off, so I'm here to take over. This is rules for my future husband. Starting off strong, gotta be at least 25. You cannot convince me a 24-year, 11-month, 29-day-year-old boy is mature. There's no way, in one ear, out the other. Sorry, grow up, get it, rip. Come back tomorrow though. Ideally, I would love for them to be more religious than me, just because I do want to learn and grow and increase my faith and be inspired by you, you know? But bare minimum, do your fard. I can't be going up to heaven and being like, where's the love of my life? And they're telling me, oh, he's in hell because he couldn't give 30 minutes of his day to God. Yeah, stay there. Number 3, be funny. Because if you don't know me, you wouldn't know that a couple of my friends call me Cart, which is short for Kevin Hart, because I am absolutely hilarious and I expect reciprocation. I expect to be laughing for 6 hours of my day non-stop. Thanks very much. Gotta be ambitious and respectful. Gotta be respectful to every single person you encounter, regardless. Ambitious because I'm just not gonna go there because it's making me flustered, cheeky. Stable in every way, because I cannot be 5 years into our marriage and you're still dealing with the trauma that you had when you were 6. Sorry. Get a grip and get a fucking therapist, because I'm not dealing with that. I've got a therapist so that if I do get married, I'm sorted, alright? I'm not going to bring my toxic traits onto my future husband. I don't expect you to bring it onto me, you knobhead. Toxic masculinity, I've had too much of that in my culture. Get the fuck out with that shit. Can't live with in-laws because I want to get to know you, especially in our first few years of marriage. I want to get to know you. How the hell am I going to get to know you with 7 other people in our freaking business? Please explain. Please. Small wedding, no unnecessary people. If I don't know them, sorry, they're getting out, or I'm leaving my freaking wedding, because I can't be having Tom, Dick and Harry there and they're just watching me to just judging me. Like, shut up, this is my day. Fuck off if you're negative. Pretty self-explanatory. 30% of the annual salary, Mahira. I think that's reasonable. I'm a freaking investment. Jeez, if you can spend that much on a fucking car, you can spend it on me, mate. 3 kids, gotta be 1 set of twins. I don't give a shit how that works. You're sorting it out. We're having a set of twins. Beware, I am going to be rapping. So cares about physical appearance. I'm not going to be walking around like Bella Hadid while I've got a fucking hobo on my arms. Fuck off, dude. No girlfriends. I'll literally chop their hair off and make them bald. Not too needy, independent, because I'm independent, so shut the fuck up. Understand the responsibility.
Okay, so rules for my future husband. I've seen a couple of people do this. That is interesting, so here we go. Career-wise, I do want him to have a degree. I don't care what that degree is. He doesn't have to be a doctor, engineer. If he is, that's like a +1, but if he isn't, totally okay. Okay, for kids, I always said I wanted 3 kids, but now that I think about it, I think I want 4. I feel like that's like the perfect amount of kids. But obviously anything from God I will be thankful for, and it's just like a preference thing. Not like a preference, just what I would want. Okay, so cooking and cleaning, honestly, if I'm a stay-at-home wife, I won't be expecting him to be doing that, because that's like kind of like hypocritical. Like, he's gonna be working all day and I'm gonna be at home, and then I'm gonna expect him to come and do the dishes. Like, no. But if we're both working, then it's gonna be like a teamwork kind of thing, and we're both gonna have to do it. Okay, so for Mahed, I want to break it down a little bit, because like I've always been confused when people talk about it on TikTok, just because in Lebanon I think they call it something different. Okay, so in Lebanon they call it مقدم ومؤخر. مقدم is basically the gift that they give once they do the كتب كتاب, and the مؤخر is the gift that they give if not the gift, it's like the money they give if they get a divorce, which we won't be getting because for life. Anyway, so both of those I really don't care about. Muqaddam is usually like, it could be money, it could be gold, it could be money, gold, Quran, any of those, and I really don't care, honestly. So okay, and before anybody like calls me a pick me just for trying to say that I don't care about maher, I'm not. Number one, it does not determine worth. So if I ask for nothing, or if I ask for 100K, it's still not determining my worth. If you want to ask for $1 million, go ahead, do that. Do you? Just don't call me pick. Okay, for money and bills, he's gonna have to do those things. Obviously, if he can't do those on his own, I will be working and helping out. Okay, for family, this is where I think that people are gonna be mad. By people, I mean mama's boys, and I just put that to like basically put boundaries on who could make decisions in our marriage, and it's only me and my future husband. No one from my family or from his can make decisions. They can give opinions, but they can't make the final decision. The final decision will be made by us. And this is like specifically towards mama's boys that don't know how to put the boundaries between their mom and their future wife. Anyone besides that, don't get offended. Honestly, I hope my future mother-in-law is like nice and like lovable, because having a good relationship with her is like very important to me, but that's just like another story. Okay, so for friends, female friends, obviously he's gonna have like co-workers and stuff like that, but going out for like a cup of coffee with his female friend is no, it's not gonna happen.
Okay, so last night I just felt like I needed to do this trend. Don't ask why. But anyways, let's go. Rules for my hubby: no smoking, drinking, vaping. What the fuck are you, 17? And smoking also includes weed. I hate that shit. Please, like, if you have a history of it, that's fine, but don't be doing it anymore. Number 2, has to be in STEM. I don't know why, it's just men in science. Something about it. Whatever. Number 3, at least 6 inches taller than me. So I'm 5'3", so you need to be at least 5'9". 5'10" would be better, but whatever. Allowed to be in friend groups with girls as long as I get to meet them. Like, I don't expect you to cut your friends off after, Needs to be working out or staying fit in some way. I don't care what you do, like either you walk, run, whatever, but don't be like a lazy ass bitch. His dating history is irrelevant unless he's still in contact with them. Like, if you've sinned in the past, I don't care, but if you still are friends with those girls and whatever. Needs to have a full-time job or be okay with me going to school for a longer while even after marriage. So even though I'm not able to contribute into the, income of our house, you should be able to handle it for a while. Has to want kids. Bonus points if he wants like 5. And then needs to eat halal. Another bonus point if he's mainly plant-based, because I love plant-based food. And obviously this one's pretty obvious. Needs to be on his deen. Like, pray 5 times a day, fast, all that stuff. Or even if he's not doing it currently, he needs to be willing to like change or whatever. He needs to be willing to get better. Is willing to pay a good meher. Like, a kid isn't enough for me. I already have a cat, so I'm gonna need you to pay up a little bit. And then lastly, wants to go out, go on vacation, plan dates often. I don't fucking want someone who will like sit at home and call that, fun. I need to be going out. I need to be dressing up all the time. I need that fun and excitement and adrenaline in my life. So if you're not willing to provide it, get the fuck out. But yeah, these are it for now.
Okay, rules for my future man's career. Please pick something reasonable. Why are you trying to go into space when you haven't even dealt with everything on the land? Be reasonable over here. Cooking and cleaning, 50-50. I cook, you clean, I cook. Someone's dicing tomatoes, other person's stirring the pot. Someone's cleaning out the garage, other person's cleaning the rooms. Simple as that. Humor. If you do not have a sense of humor, I don't even know why I'm with you to begin with, because I'm a very funny person. But if I do happen to be the unfortunate person that ends up with someone who does not have a sense of humor, separate sides of the house. You're on one side, I'm on one side. The only time we talk is for important matters like food and prayer. Allowance, you give me what I deserve. And if you really knew me, you would know how much I deserve. Weekly meetings. I do not care what anybody says. We are going to have weekly meetings, okay? We're going to analyze what we did for the past week and what we can do better for the next week. We talk about our emotions. We lay everything out. Nobody is going to bed mad, okay? Those weekly meetings.
Hi guys. Alright, so I decided to come on here because I don't want to do my reading. Anyway, I've seen a lot of people do these, so I was like, why not? I need a husband. Come on. Alright, so religion, obviously Muslim. I believe that you're made to come in my life to better me, and I'm gonna be in your life to better you. Next, career. This is the iffy one because there's like a selfish me that's like saying, okay, I want like a doctor, a lawyer, an entrepreneur, something like that. But then I was like, what if that's not what Allah has set for me? Like, what if... Okay, I just hope he has goals. That's all. Okay, children, I want either 2 or 4. No middle children. Family. Your family has to get along with my family. If you're Somali, then you know there's a bunch of drama and nobody has time for that. My wedding has to be huge. Like, I have a vision, so yeah. My honeymoon also has to be really big. It's just like you only get these days for, you don't get them back. You only get them for like a week. So yeah, they have to be big. Date nights are mandatory. We can like pick a day, Friday night, Sunday when we have to go back to work the next day, just whatever we want. But they are mandatory. Our house has to be, I prefer houses like out in the middle of nowhere. Like, we can get a house in the country and just like stay away from everybody. Mehed, I haven't decided. I don't know, we'll get back to that. Height, just taller than me. I'm 5'6", 5'7" on the edge. Humor, you have to be funny. Like, I like to laugh. So yeah. And adventures, we're gonna go on them every day. Our whole life's gonna be an adventure. Alright, inshallah I'll have somebody for me that applies to all these rules. Alright,